Welcome along and welcome to this early first look at BallySpring for Farming Simulator 22. This is an Irish map. It's set in rural Ireland. It is by Irish Connor of Air Agri Modding Team. And yeah, it's a gorgeous looking map from what I've seen of it so far. As always, I'm coming into this map fairly fresh. The only thing I've done is driven my trusty defender from the shop back to the farm, which actually isn't that far on this map. And yeah, this is the map. Look at all of this. Now, this is a 2x map with an incredible number of fields on it. It is currently planned to be released for PC. They are trying to get it released for console as well, and it's going to be submitted to the mod hub in the near future. Whether it comes to console or not, we will find out soon, but certainly this is imminently going to be released for PC. And yeah, we have so many fields. I think the highest number I've seen is 165 up here. There's nothing else anywhere that's higher than that as far as I can see. Just giving a quick look around the map to make sure. Yeah, so 165 fields on this map, which is a massive number of fields. The cheapest field on the map, I think it's going to be down in this bottom corner here, around about field 70. So we got, yeah, 29,000, 31,000. Yeah, it looks like field 70 is our cheapest field. Can't see any smaller ones on the map than that. Most expensive is going to be one of the multi-field areas. So somewhere like field 44, which is 428. In fact, 461. There we go. It's not a multi-field area. It is field 63, which is, or area 63, I think that'll be. Yes. So area 63, which is the, which seems to be the woodland area. With fields, you're looking at area 44. And I need to differentiate between areas and fields now because field 133 is area 70. So, yeah, quite a few areas that you could start from scratch on very easily here. You can own all of the roads and everything, which is always a nice thing to see for nothing. That is farmland 1 that sits in the middle. You start with farmland or area 2, which is the section here. And this includes fields 80, 81, 82, 86, 87, 88, 134, 135, 136, the main house and the main farm. Now, like a lot of really nicely set up maps these days, a lot of the areas on here, a lot of the animal areas and things aren't accessible properly without buying the farmland, which is absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I'm really, really loving that. And, yeah, this is not a large machinery map, as you probably gathered from the size of the fields. With field 93 pretty much being the biggest, you're not going to be using any massive equipment. And it shows when you're down here. You can see how tight these roadways are, how small your gateways are, and really, if we go and have a look at the main yard we get, how tight this main yard is. You are not going to be getting massive combines and massive equipment around here. You do start with some cows, which is great. Really, really loving that. And a good bit of machinery and equipment. We will cover all this a little bit later as we go through the machinery you've got. But yeah, I really wanted to cover how nice and tight this whole yard is. And how really well that works for this type of map. The one large area you've got, of course, is this fairly big silage clamp here, which is, yeah, that's a nice size silage clamp. And looks like you start with a good amount of slurry as well. So let's head back to our little defender and jump in it, and we'll have a drive around this map. This is a map that is very easy to get lost in. I had a wonderful time initially getting to this farm here. So let's bring this up. And I'm going to bring my map up. And I think we're going to head up north first. And have a look up that way. We may even find a way we can cut across. I think a lot of the farms here, though, are very self-contained. So, let's... Whoop, we had a car coming out then. Let's head up here. I'm going to use the square map because it's easier for you to see exactly where we are without the direction on the map changing all the time. And, yeah, you can see not all the roads are marked on the PDA, which is really interesting. Definitely marks all of the main roads. There is a note from Glengarboy who sent this over to me that the PDA and the preview image aren't fully finished yet. So they are working on that. They're also working on tidying up the roads a bit. You might notice that there's some issues with the alignment of some of the lines in the middle of the road. That is something they're working on. I think they're also looking to add, based on a comment from one of my live streams the other night, that they might try and add in a store forklift truck, which is something I would like to see on so many maps now that we've got that in the Platinum Edition with those vehicles that you can use but don't own. I'd very much like to see maps with a store forklift truck. That would be fantastic. So we've got a sell point up here. I think this is also the animal market. So, yeah, you can buy your animals up here. Custom buildings on this map, which is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. There's also, while we're up here talking about the market, there are custom animals in this map as well. So this map has several custom animals. You've got bulls, calves, goats, ducks, and more in this map. There's so much extra stuff in here. And you can see how really gorgeous and how much detail has gone into this map with this. We have another sell point here. I'm guessing this is... this must be wood. Or, yeah, this must be wood because it's got an exclamation point there. So we've got a sell point in here. I don't think we have a road that goes across and through here. We will just pop back and have a look. Especially as there's a sell point that I missed just off up the top here. Yeah, what have we got in here? Oh, this is the dairy. So, yeah, milk sell point, dairy up here. So that is nicely placed. Edge of the map up here is also really nicely done. Lots of variation to it. Doesn't look like the edge of the map. Blends in very well with lots of other areas on the map that you know, have that amount of trees. I think that the edge of the map is helped by the fact that there are so many areas around this map with multitude of trees that make it so much easier to blend the edge of the map like that. We've got a road down here, so I'm going to pop down this and give it a try. One problem with having my camera back a bit so that you guys can see, of course, with all these trees, we're flying through the trees on a regular basis. But this is what I was talking about earlier with the PDA is going to get an update because you can see that this road isn't obviously marked on here. So it's a little bit of a mystery tour as we drive around and go through it. As I try and move through here. But we're trying to go through around the map and have a look. I mean, this map is just gorgeous and detailed and has so many fields. And while the fields don't look... I think we've got a farm up here. Yeah, we've got a farm up here. These fields don't look very small down here. You know, there's a lot of them. And I think this would just be a gorgeous start from scratch map. It really would. The prices are right for it. The setup is all good. And as I'm jumping in. Look at that view. That is just the most amazing view on a map. Wow. This map is freaking gorgeous. Yeah. We got sheep and goats up here. Is this a goat? Yeah. We've got sheep with horns on here. We've got goats. I don't think we don't own this, so I don't think we can actually administer any of this. But I think if you buy this farm, you'll get goats on here as well as sheep. And again, look at the really nicely done yards that's up here. Really tight, but lots of sheds, lots of usable buildings. Looks like we've got another silage clamp up here. And yeah, this is just a really well done yard. And all of the yards on here, I think, are going to be like this. Nice and tight, nice and realistic for the area of the world that they're in. And just working really, really well. You're, again, not a yard you can have anything more than maybe medium equipment on. And around here, up here, I think you're going to be wanting to do a fair amount of grass work anyway, because you've got a lot of grass fields up and around here. Let's bring this over the lip of this hill and back down the other side. And again, we're looking out over that really gorgeous lake, and that's at the back of our main farm. That lake, it is just round there. We've got a sell point up here. So we'll come around this this bit here. Now, the other note I've had is that the bushes and the branches and things coming over the roads, very realistic for this part of the world. Apparently, rural Ireland has a lot of that, and I'm saying that as a comment that's been given to me. So yeah, I love these walls. The textures on these walls are absolutely beautiful. I was about to say gorgeous again, but I'm saying gorgeous an awful lot on this map. It's true, but I need to get Thesaurus out and get some extra words. But I'm loving it. There's such attention to detail on this map, and it really looks the part. Whoa. It's fairly bumpy in places, which is, again, very rural setup for that. I can't get over this lake. This lake just looks amazing from up here. To the point where I think that, yeah, there's so many screenshot potentials around this map because it is so well put together. We are popping further down the road here. We should meet up with the main road in a minute. First, though, yeah, there are a few bits around the edges. As I said, they are working on the roads a little bit to clean things up. But there are a couple of bumps and bits and pieces. I love the crooked fences in places. Adds some real character to the map. Where those bits are. We've got another farm up here, and I do appreciate actually these farm signs that we have at the entrance to each of the farms, helping point you in the right direction. And again up here we've got a nice tight little farm just nestled away at the edge of the map. Is that going to open? There we are. Open that. And yeah, look, just really nice. And this actually, I say this would make a great start from scratch map. This would make a great multiplayer map as well. It's got so much potential for people to come in, grab a farm, and do work around it, and build their own little empires. And there's enough fields on this map for everybody to have their own space and run their own farms around here. I have all the custom models and things. There are a few little errors. As said, it is a work in progress. It is an early access release, this. But there's nothing on here that isn't ultimately fixable. and very easy to sort of just thought out prior to its release. Nothing game breaking that I've come across so far, certainly. This road then brings us round and down here and back up to meet the main road here. And we're going to take a left out of here and continue our way around the map because we want to head down to this bottom area here. Going fairly slow. And this is BallySpring Timber Yard is down here. So this is the sawmill. And up the road. The roads here, I quite like the size of them. They're not too big. They're not too small. They fit. They fit this quite nicely. They will fit the farm machinery pretty well, up to sort of a medium size. So we have a wood chipper there, maybe, or I'm not quite sure what that is. Yeah, we've got the lumber yards here. So not a huge sawmill, not a huge timber yard, but certainly a size befitting this map. As we come back out to the main road and up here, I want to take this down and over to this cluster of sell points that we have down this bottom corner. Over here we've got just a general sell point, I think. Oh, this is the stone crusher. So we've got the stone crusher here in this yard, and then just reading across there, we've got the Gaunt Food Group sell point on the other side of the road. And we'll swing around to here and into here, which looks like it's yeah, mainly potato and root crop sell point, this one. Although we do have a grain sell point down the side here as well. So yeah, good mix of sell points and areas around here. And we can actually squeeze through all of this. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this map an awful lot. It's got a huge amount of detail. It's got a huge amount of playability. And from that point of view, is one of the nicer maps that I've had the pleasure of having a first look at. We've got another more rural road here that, yes, swings round to a farm nestled right at the back. I thought that's probably what this was. And yeah, again, nice tight yard. Any animals down here? We might have, yes, I think this might be a pig yard by the looks of things. We don't own it, so none of that is active. But certainly by the look of the pig huts and things... oh, actually, those aren't... Those are calves. Oh, this might be a calf farm, maybe. Yeah, definitely. Don't think this is pigs. I think this is calves. Grain store and... yeah, all set up very nicely. We have a roadway out there, but I'm not going to head down that. We'll head back the way we came because I don't think that road takes me where I want it to. It might loop me back, that, but we're going to go through a whole load of gates to do it. So let's just backtrack ourselves a little bit. In fact, yeah, I think it comes out there, that road, heading around the back. Which is good. It's nice that these farms are also fairly self-contained. You've got whole areas where you can come round and your own self-contained little farm, which is really, really wonderful. I love it when farms feel like that on maps, when it's not all just driving on the roads, to driving straight out your farmyard onto a road in order to get to the to all of your fields. Wow. Right, can we get through here? No, that is just a field, so we are going to have to backtrack slightly to get back up to the main road. And it's got a custom traffic setup on here as well, I'm told. which is quite cool. I think that I don't know whether that's I doubt that's a custom AI, but I think it is custom vehicles on here, so that they match. In fact, are they right-hand drive? Yes, they are. So that's what it is. The traffic is befitting the map. It's all right-hand drive vehicles, and yeah, I'm loving again level of detail that's gone to that. This map is also using the relight mod, so that is built into the map as well, bringing it some extra finesse to its lighting. It's got removable hedges. It's got another farm down here. What else we got? A multi-terrain angle is built into it as well. There's all custom sounds. It's got custom NPCs for things like for the contracts. It's really nice. Oh, and it has a custom precision farming soil map to it as well. Yeah, this is fully precision farming ready as well. Now this, again, I think might be another calf farm. Don't know. I can't tell from this. Or it's possible it's a sheep farm. That out there appears to be... Now, I know it's got a custom growth... Oh, it's potatoes. It's got a custom growth calendar as well. So there is no possibility of doing sugarcane or cotton on this map. Because, of course, neither of those things actually grow in Ireland. I see that again. Really nice tight yard. Works so well. Bring this up and out. Let's take this back up here and head back out to the road, because we are quite a way into this and still got a lot of the map to cover. So let's bring this down to the main road and round here and up to another cluster of points of interest up here. So this, I believe, is the main shop. Yeah, BallySpring tractors. We've got the workshop down here as well. Oh, we've got a workshop here. Yes, our sell points and loading points are down here. So this, I think, is our loading point for water. We've got an electric refill point here. We've got a... Oh, this is a biogas refill point here. And then we've got the main fuel point here. So all fuels catered for. And then here we have the shop with the repair area here down the side, with a nice lizard combine sitting out the back. And then in here is where the actual shop is. So yeah, really liking that. That's a great setup here for the main fuel station and agricultural engineer. Works fantastically in with this map. We've got the green telephone box there. I think that must be... What is that? That where we can get money? Oh no, that's where to change the clothes. That's a clothing shop. Brilliant. I like that a lot. I think you can do that back at your house as well. We've got a sell point in here at the pub. So squeeze into the back of the pub. And our sell point is around the other side here. Smithwick's is the pub. And then we're going to continue round on the road here and head back out of the town and start winding our way around the rest of this map. It is amazing, the level of detail in this map. I really love the views of it. There is not... I've said this about many maps over the years, but there is not an uninteresting direction to look on this map. Everywhere has something that you can look at and go, ooh, that's really gorgeous. And I think being on a tractor or a combine and working a field on this will just be a lovely experience, because it'll just be a nice map to be on, to do that with. I think we have another farm nestled down here in the middle of this. Yeah, there we are. And it's slightly off the path. Yeah, farm in here. So let's just pull into the gateway here, like so. Get out of the way. And we can have a look around this yard as well. Again, nice grain store. We do have this grain store all around this map. I don't think... Yeah, the rolling doors on that don't work. But that, again, minor thing. Not a major bit at all. Lots of cows here in this farm. So, looks like if you buy the farms... Are these the bulls? These might be the bulls, yes. So you buy the farms. I think you buy the farms with animals already in them. Which is slightly different to what we see on many other maps. So, yeah, I quite like that. We've got our first seed area here, or first seed purchase point here. I've not seen that in any of the other farms. Seed refill point, that's the words I'm looking for. And, yeah, we got a nice house sitting out here as well. Back it up a bit and head out. I think we've got another farm nestled just up here. Although, not sure quite how I get to it, except this is how I get to it. Oh, some of these roads are nice and rough. Really, really rough. So we must be up to 5 or 6 farms at this point on this map. And, yeah, I very much think this is a cracking multiplayer map. Definitely a cracking multiplayer map. Cracking start from scratch, cracking multiplayer map. In both instances, I think you're going to have a great time on here. I'm going to open this gate. I'm just trying to give you guys a view around these yards. And yeah, they're really, really nice. Right, open this gate. Give ourselves a clear route through. Because I want to drive through this yard and out the back end. So reverse the defender up and head out that side of the yard. Like so. It's... Wow. It's really nice, this map. Really, really nice. Trying to go through my head exactly what kind of series I would run on here. And... which farmyard to start at, because there are so many choices. Okay, I thought I might be able to make it out to the road from here. I cannot, so back round we go. And this is what I mean about getting lost on this map. There are so many roadways, so many options, that you're never quite 100% sure exactly which way you can go. Let's get this background here and up to the main road. And yeah, we'll head back out this way because we haven't been this way. Now, I don't think there's anywhere up that top end of the map. Well, there's another farm up that top end there, and there's also the really expensive woodlands that's up there. And I don't know if we can get across the map from there now. We've got another farm nestled in there that I somehow can't get to at the moment. I've seen a road round the back. But, yeah. Oh, I think I see it. If we spin around here, let's get that big map off the screen. And we go back. I think down the side of that house there is the entrance to the farm. This is when I see the farm sign. No, actually. No. Oh, that is the farm we have just visited. That's why. Okay. So let's have a quick look at this map again. And I think I am going to backtrack a little bit, cut back through, and go and have a look at that farmyard and that forestry area at the top end of the map. So we'll cut back down this roadway that we've just come down. Back across here like so. Speeding a little bit on the back roads, or a little bit more on the back roads than we should be. And come out back on the main road we were on a minute ago. Around here. This map is huge. This is one of the longer first looks I've done. And I think what we'll do is we'll head up to this area up here. And we'll probably finish in the farmyard up the top here. Because I want to go through the... don't want to go through the stuff that we have, that we start with on this map. Let's just stop here for a moment. And I want to jump into the woodland area. And again... I say every map review I look at, how much detail has gone into the forest floor, and there is quite a bit of detail in here. We've got these patches of sticks, we've got a little bit of grass between, we've got little bits of forestry ground, all over the place here, which is good. I really like that. There's a few floating trees and things. Again, as I said, this is a work in progress. I think that they'll go through, or they are going through, and they're tweaking before release, and I expect little bits like that will get fixed, but otherwise, yeah, it's looking gorgeous. I'm looking forward to the finished version of this map and its release, because it'll be just the most amazing map when it is. Lots of old ruins and things. Oh wow. An old, couple of old masses. Is that a grey massey? That's a grey massey. Yeah. So much work into so much character on this map. I'm absolutely loving it. It is going to be a wonderful map to play this. Really, really is. Let's bring ourselves up to here and the last farm on today's trip. Oh, wow. The first double gate I think I've come across. Ooh, and it only opens one side. Interesting. And again, a nice tight yard that you're not going to be able to use more than some medium equipment on. And that is going to cause you issues if you try and use anything larger. Not least because you will have won't have any fields that really need it. Yeah, you really don't. Let's have a quick look in the shop and see exactly what you start with. At the moment, you start with nothing owned, and that means everything is leased. Now this did get mentioned to me the other night, and I think this is a very interesting way to start. I think if you're on PC, the lease to own mod is probably a great thing to have for this. 154 hours on the Massey 5S. You've got a Massey 3670. That's actually got less hours on it than the little Massey at the moment. Trailers, you got a class Carrot. Plows, you got the little Potinger Servo. Cultivators, you've got the Rabe EG39. Slurry tanks, you have the FarmTech Super 6 800. Tethers, you've got the Potinger Alpine Hits, 4.4H. Windrowers, the Kuhn GA 4731. You've got a Massey Ferguson MF 1840 small baler. Front loaders, you've got a Quickie Q3M, and then with the front loader tools, you got the Albert manure fork. There is no mower here, so a mower is going to be one of the first things you have to buy in order to do anything. I'd also probably say that a forage wagon would be a good thing starting out on that first farm. And speaking of which, let's check on the animal situation. So in your areas that you start with, you have chicks, a rooster, a duck, and 2 chickens. And then in the self-made cow shed, you have a heifer and a cow. So, you've got 10 heifers and 5 cows, which is quite good. I'm liking it. So, as I said, lots of different animal types across this map, which is absolutely brilliant. I love this map. This map is absolutely gorgeous. It is not far from release. A few little tweaks and changes to be made, and then it is going to be absolutely ready for release. It is a gorgeous map. I highly recommend checking it out when it does get released. It is called BallySpring. It is by Irish Connor of Air Agri Modding. And yeah, thank you to them for letting me have this early first look at this. It has been well worth it. Go check it out when it becomes available. And for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.